any equipment that is capable of doing this, you can only procure it on authorization by the Minister of Justice. That's section 44 of RICA. If you do not have that authorization, then, and you procure this, then in terms of section 45, subsection 1, you have committed a crime of unlawful procurement and an unlawful possession. And if you are found with this type of equipment, then in terms of section 51, that's a criminal offense that carries a fine of 2 million rands or 10 years in jail. So this is an equipment that the SSA says we found, but the only problem is that we can't, it doesn't belong to our family. It's not the type of equipment that belongs to our family. So it's only, and then it tells you which legislation that is governed by. When you follow that legislation, then you shall land into RIC. This is where you need authorization from the Minister of Justice. And I know that the previous witness who was here before me did not deal with the law that is applicable to these things when you're dealing with the grabbers. Even if you're going to buy the grabber, that's why you need an authorization from the Minister of Justice. He didn't have this. So what does this then mean? We have spent 7.9 million on something that we can't use. So when you hear me then talking about, and this thing we don't know because it was procured in 2019, we don't know who else was sneaked with this thing, whose cell phones, laptops, or servers were entered into, because we only discovered this thing in 2022. So when you hear me accusing this fellow of engaging into some crime intelligence offenses, is because of this equipment that he had in possession, because the Act, Section 45, subsection 1, prohibits the procurement, the deployment, and the possession. Here's our problem, is that if then it's prohibited to possess, it means this is a continuing crime, because that means those things are still in the city of Jonah. Somebody is possessing them. It's a continuing crime up until this fellow is taken to court, is tried, and the judge pronounces what must happen to this equipment. So that's basically, those are the three things that we were bringing to the attention of General Bheki Cele. We brought it to the attention of the Minister of Cocta. We brought to the attention of the NPA. You can't deny these documents. You just can't. So if the NPA was able to charge Ivan Pillay at SARS for unlawful interception in terms of Section 49, why are we having General Sibiya walking in the streets when there's a clear violation of Section 45? So that's basically it. So I'm here before you to say both the NPA and the ministers were alerted to this. They did not act. What was the consequence? The consequence is that on the 1st of July 2023, we had someone being promoted to be the second in charge of our police service. It can be when we are confronted by this.